Our next guest is the creator of Bookstagram called Moonlight Book Club. She posts and reviews and book recommendations for her 73,000 plus followers.
So she's a Minnesotan. She loves creating these fun photos with her large book collection. And when I say large, I mean large. This year alone, she's read nearly 100 books. At last update, Keely Norton joins us now with her top 10 books so far in 2025. Keely, hello.
Wow. And you're doing all of this while raising a 3-year-old.
Yes, and I work full time too. I actually hit my book number 100 yesterday, so I like
Do you have
to stay
like a
busy.
speed reading method, or you just lock
what's
in
your
on it?
secret?
I think that it really is. I just lock in.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I have a moment to rest, I love to read. I love that bit of escape from real life. I have great time management skills. I have a really wonderful partner, so I'm very lucky.
It all works together.
Yes.
I recently finished Kristen Hanna's The Nightingale, the time period piece. Just fell in love with it. But I'm like you, I already want to know, okay, what should I go for next?
Yes.
And so you have some really great recommendations for us this morning. Top 10?
Yes, so I posted at the beginning of July, we were halfway through the year, my top 10 books of 2025 so far, and then I brought 4 of them with today to try to find someone else their favorite read of 2025.
So unfortunately, we don't have time to go through all 10 of these, but if somebody
Right.
wants to reference this list later, they find that on your Instagram? Is
Yes.
that how that would work?
Yep,
Okay.
correct. Yeah, I have
Okay.
a post dedicated to it.
All right, so you brought some of the books with us. Let's just go this way to that way. Wild Dark Shore, tell us about that one.
Yeah, so Wild Dark Shore it's just the most beautiful book. It's a really great example of how you can read fiction but still be learning so much. So it takes place on this really remote island that is a research hub and then also a seed bank. And there's a family that is kind of the caretakers of this island. And one day after a bad storm, a woman washes up on their shore. And so they are trying to, rescue this woman, but also kind of really wondering how she got there because it's a very remote location. It's not the type of place you just stumble across. So they are very wary of who she is and why she's there. So there's this mystery element. It's this beautiful story of relationships, and that's woven with all of these tidbits about nature. So about pollination, about seeds, about animals. And so just a really beautiful story and one that you can learn so much from.
Okay, next you're going to tell us about the favorites.
Yes.
What's this one about?
So I feel like The Favorites should be one of your favorite books of the year, right? Just by title.
It's the right name, yeah.
But I would describe it as very juicy. It's about an Olympic ice dancing pair, and it's told as a documentary. So it's like they're doing a documentary about this really famous Olympic pair of ice dancers, and they started off really as underdogs and grew to the top, but there's a lot of drama that goes along with their story. So it's like one of those books I just couldn't put down. I was really sucked into the characters and their dynamic.
And it's a true...
It's not a true story,
Oh.
no. It's fictional, but I feel like if you love like competitive sports, if you're a person who loves the Olympics, it feels true to me.
Sure, so you already have that element, plus like just what's going on in the background.
That's an interesting
drama.
concept because I noticed that some of the shows and Netflix or whatever it might be, the more niche of a topic, it seems to really get people's interest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you wouldn't necessarily think Olympic ice dancing would be the thing that would
Hook readers.
But it's something that people know so little about.
Right, yeah. I mean, I didn't really know much about ice dancing or what made ice dancing different than figure skating, right?
Sure.
Or like the world of like that competitive world. And so being sucked into that was so fun. I felt like I was learning so much. And then, like I said, it was just told in a very compelling way, like really short, quick chapters. The writing was just so tight. And I just had to know what was going to happen next to these underdogs in their season.
You can't put it down.
Right.
Next one's called Cross My Heart.
Yeah, so this is a thriller. I know a lot of people love a good quick thriller, and it kind of has like a romance element to it too, which is
Ooh,
really
sign me up.
fun. Yeah, so it's about this woman who recently received a heart transplant, and through this donor portal, she's able to connect with the husband of the woman whose heart she received. And so they have this like anonymous connection, and she starts to kind of develop feelings for him. But the more she gets to know about him, the more she starts to suspect that he might have been part of the reason that his wife died.
Oh.
So full of twists.
I'm very intrigued by
Yeah.
this one, Keely. Okay.
Super,
I'm gonna
super
add this to
fun.
the list. And after that, you have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins.
Yes. So Atmosphere, Taylor Jenkins Reid, you said you just read Nightingale. So if you like historical fiction, this is another really great one to pick up. It takes place in the 1980s, so a little bit near, but it's about some of the first female astronauts. And so it's about this woman who gets accepted to be, one of the first batch of women to train with, I believe it's the Hudson Space Center. And she joins this kind of cohort of astronauts and their relationships with one another. It opens up a little bit more in the future, and there is a spaceship in space, and there's an issue that happened, and so they're trying to figure out how to safely get it back to Earth. So that there are these things that are going to happen in the future. But it's really just this really beautiful story, and again, like a really interesting time in history to be learning about. But I just love the relationships in it, and I feel like the last chapter of this book is one that I'm going to think about for probably the rest of my life.
Oh,
really?
That's powerful.
It's so beautiful.
So I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Yeah.
Are all the books kind of a similar tone?
Yeah. So what's really cool about Taylor Jenkins Reid, she has, she's written several books. She has some books, some of her earlier works are more of like a contemporary romance style, but in the last several years, she also wrote Daisy Jones and the Six. She wrote The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Oh,
So
I'm
they're
starting
all-
that one.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, so all of those books, the more historical fiction ones, exist in the same world. So,
interesting.
and they all are about. So we have Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is about this Hollywood starlet. You have Daisy Jones and the Six, which is following this band that was really famous and then broke up. Malibu Rising is another book by her that's about this famous family, and one of them is a surfer, and they throw this big party in Malibu every year. So it's kind of like these famous or people in the limelight in this kind of 1960s to 1990s period
That's
of time.
her forte.
Yeah, so
Okay.
really fun to read all of. You don't need to read them in any certain order, but every once in a while you get a little Easter egg of one of the other books while you're reading.
I like when they do that.
This is great.
Keely, thank you.
Thank you. We
Good to see
appreciate
you.
your time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we have Keely's top 10 list on our website. You can also follow Keely's Moonlight Book Club on Instagram. We have a link to her handle over on minnesotalive.com.